To measure for length of fingers, measure the second finger from tip to knuckle. Measure the back of the palm from that knuckle to the wrist bone. Measure the palm side from the bottom of the second finger to the wrist. The two latter should be equal. Compare this measurement with that of the finger. If the finger is longer, you have long fingers. If shorter, you have short fingers. If they are the same in measurement, the balance is average. Each finger has its own interpretation, following the meaning of the mounts directly below them. They also carry the same names: Jupiter, the first finger; Saturn, the second; Apollo, the third; Mercury, the fourth. The fingers modify or direct the qualities of each mount. Long fingers increase the value. Short fingers decrease the value. Very long fingers exaggerate the value. If the fingers lean towards Jupiter, the first finger, ambition is most important. If they lean towards Mercury, money is most important. Towards Saturn, a scholarly or serious attitude towards life. Knotted upper joints denote reasoning ability. Knotted lower joints, practicality. Long fingers belong to somebody interested in every detail. Those with short fingers are impetuous, want to grasp the overall quickly and leave details to others. Very short fingers belong to those who may be selfish, unconventional, and brutal. Crooked fingers detract from the good qualities, chiefly by irresponsibility. Low-set fingers add indifference. Thin fingers denote delicacy. Thick fingers, self-indulgence. Very long first finger, desire to rule. Very long second finger, zealous struggle for religious aspiration. Very long third finger, urge to gamble. Very long fourth finger, money conscious. Fingers that are held close together, secretive. Fingers held apart, non-secretive, too outspoken. Bending back, clever, careless spender. General meaning of the phalanges. First, mental. Second, practical. Third, materialistic. The latter includes sensuous desires such as overeating, love of luxury, and ostentation to a varied degree. Padded first phalange, very sensitive. A pointed fingertip adds idealism. A square tip, practicality. A spatulate tip, action. The set of the fingers is important. The normal set for a square hand is almost in a straight line across the palm. All others make a gentle curve, so the first finger sits a little lower than the second and third, while the little finger drops down slightly. Any finger that is noticeably low detracts greatly from the value of the mount area. Nails of both the finger and thumb are classified as follows: long, artistic, idealistic; short, critical; very short, irritable; very broad, meddlesome, thick, indolence, fluted, overexertion, a ridge crosswise, a physical weakness or period of illness, hard, good physical endurance, wedge-shaped, too sensitive, pale pink nails, even temperament, white, impartial, red, impulsive, purple, faulty, circulatory system, white specks, lack of calcium, often nervous. Today I'm talking about the mounts of the palm, and I will be covering the mounts of Jupiter, Saturn, Apollo, and Mercury today, and we'll be following up with the other mounts in another video. The palm is divided into 9 areas. They are the key to our natural abilities and emotional traits. Each area is called a mount, which sounds as though there is a point or hump in each section. This is not the case. It has been a traditional term to designate the different qualifications of each area, naming them in order around the palm. They are as follows. The mount of Jupiter under the first finger, Saturn under the second finger, Apollo under the third, Mercury under the fourth, Upper Mars under Mercury on the percussion side of the palm, Luna occupying the rest of the percussion side of the palm, Venus between the root of the thumb to the encircling line called the line of life, and extending from the wrist to about 3/4 of the distance upward within the line of life. The rest of this area is called Lower Mars. The center of all these areas is called the plane of Mars. The higher or the more space that is developed, the more important are the traits attributed to that area. They are a fleshy elevation filling the entire area, or they can be off-center. Each location has a variation of the meaning of the area and its relation to the entire analysis of the palm. The plane of Mars is the plane or hollow center of the palm. If the mount area is so high or spread out that it appears to unbalance the rest of the palm, the qualities represented by that mount must be kept under control. Lacking height, look for the center or apex of the whorl formation. Overlapping mounts partake of both areas. The mount area of Jupiter normally represents ambition and social prestige if the development is closer to the side of the palm. Family pride is the chief ambition. Closer to the headline, leadership, a desire for authority. Here, arrogance would have to be subdued. Placed nearer Saturn, scholarly attributes. If the area is very high or large, conceit. Generally, idealism is the keynote for Jupiter. Fanaticism, exaggeration, and lack of dignity cannot be tolerated by a balanced Jupiterian. One vertical line, success. 2 lines, more than one ambition. A cross, a happy marriage. A star, fame. Too many lines, too many interests. The Grail, very unfavorable, the reverse of all the good qualities of Jupiter. Absence of the mount, superstitious, vain, boastful, lack of respect. Mount of Saturn. This mount area is seldom highly developed. Usually it partakes of either or both Jupiter and Apollo. Saturn in itself is the epitome of sobriety, love of solitude, cautiousness, and mental reserve are characteristics. Developed close to the heartline, the qualities magnify. Toward Jupiter, very serious viewpoint about life. Toward Apollo, genuine interest in the arts. Sentiment becomes important. Very active Saturnians, those with spatulate fingers, have ability for sturdy occupations such as mining or agriculture. Absence of the mount, indifference, periods of morbidness, often antisocial, a realist with little care for anyone. A single small vertical line, luck in spite of self. Two small lines, unusual success, a philosophical mind. Cross lines, too much interference. Saturnians must have solitude. Delicate fine lines, mental problems. Across, suicidal tendencies, prone to accidents. A star, health problems. A square, danger from fire. A grill, unscrupulous, entanglements with the law. Mount of Apollo. This mount area represents the talent for and appreciation of the arts. It stands for brilliance and achievement in any field of endeavor. Developed towards Saturn, a serious aspect is uppermost. Toward Mercury, a practical business mind is added to the talents. Shrewdness in all deals. One vertical line. Fame or fortune, perhaps both. Two lines, may have two good talents. Several lines, usually crossed by one or more lines, but not a grill. Too many talents, causing a diversion of interest. All Apollonians are versatile and enchanting, overdeveloped mounts, fantastic natures inclined to overrate their ability. Absence, non-intellectual, despise culture in every aspect, reckless, but sometimes one of this class has a tremendous acumen for high finance with great possibilities for success. A star promises great fortune. Cross, if no line of Apollo. Poor judgment and speculation. A cross with the line of Apollo. Success after long and arduous work. A circle, fame. A grill, exaggerated valuation of personal talent. Horizontal lines, many obstacles to overcome. Mount of Mercury. The mount area of Mercury represents hope. Normally it adds gaiety and cheerfulness to the clear thinking, practical, managerial faculties that make this area so important. Fortunately, many classes of people can have this development. Top bracket business executives, men and women in every profession and business niche, the underrated but magnificently capable housewife, all must possess some degree of the qualities of the Mount of Mercury, otherwise they could not be successful. Develop toward Apollo, love and appreciation for everything artistic, love of beautiful surroundings. Toward the percussion, a touch of humor. Toward the base of the finger, business before pleasure. Toward upper Mars, an indomitable spirit, willing to fight for a cause, very dependable under stress. Absence of the mount, lacking all business ability, an utterly purposeless life. Overdeveloped, Swindlers and criminals may have this driving force, though in good hands it furnishes the stimulus for inventive minds. Also indicative of a high-pressure salesman. The horizontal lines on this area are the marriage lines, which are discussed elsewhere in this course. A single vertical line, promise of wealth, interest in scientific achievements. 2 or 3 lines, varied interests that have a business possibility or that materially aid in the building of a career. 4 vertical lines are called the medical stigmata. There may be a cross line with them. This is a very old term. Nevertheless, many a nurse and doctor has these lines. More than 4 lines. Very loquacious, also careless about money. A cross, a born diplomat, one who says the right thing at the right time. In a scheming hand, deceit. A grill, severe punishment or death due to malpractice or violation of the law. Square, great business foresight.